Well, would you look at what we have here? Do you think we have enough peanuts that we're planting this year? That's a lot of bags of peanuts. Woo, that's gonna be exciting. So exciting to start planting. Loading up the seed tender with bag number 4. Plan is to hopefully start planting tomorrow, but I gotta finish up the last 120 acres with the discer, so I'm gonna go do that. I said last 120 acres, but that would be just for today. We may or may not do another 240 acres tomorrow, but we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Yep, that just happened. I almost lost the tire. Let me jump down here and show you. Supposed to go onto this piece right here. I guess it decided to go out right on the last 60 acres of this field. So now I'll have to quickly finish it just with one tire here. I'll just unload this tire here at the end of the field and I'll pick it up later. Well, as long as it still works. May only have one tire, but I'm gonna quickly finish this. I have to go hook on the planter with this tractor next. I want to try to finish this field as soon as possible to where I can go hook on that planter. And just finishing up here on the outside of the field. Right there where there's only the one tire. The only problem I've been having is that because in the center of the discer, it now does a little bit deeper because that second tire is not there to hold it at the same height that it should be. So every now and then it'll clog up right there behind the tire, and I just have to back up and keep going. But it's the last field, and I'm gonna go unhook it now. As I was about done, then it just started clogging up again. So what I do now is I just back up a little bit. I leave it down, or I decide to go up, either or. And I just keep going again, and then it works. I was literally 2 feet away from the end right here, so. Can't forget the tire that I left here. I'm actually not going to fold it up, or else it'll be too much strain on that one tire, so I'll just drive like this back to the shop. I'm gonna park it right here. But man, isn't that just convenient? As I was barely done, and I was parking it over here, as I was driving over here, I looked at this tire, and would you look at that? That is not right. Looks like that tire, or that bearing, is also out. And I didn't film it the other day, but on this same one right here, we actually had to put a new bearing and everything on this tire. So that's the 3rd tire now that the bearing has gone bad. So good thing that we are done with this discer for this year. So some random day in the summer, we're gonna have to fix that tire and that one yet, and check all the other ones to make sure they're still okay. But I'm gonna go hook on a planter. And I also got to take this GPS which this one I believe just unhooks like that. Yeah, there it is. And then if I can do this one-handed, let's see here. Just unplug that guy right there. And I gotta swap it with the swatter right there. This screen does not have the section control we need for planting, so I need to swap it with this one. This one has the section control, circle track, straight track, all the good stuff that we need. So this one right here is what I need. And I believe I can leave that wire in there. I can take this one. And with these beautiful little connectors here, you just gotta put them on like this. They slide like that, and then you just push down on them, and then they're firm, and then you got a new one. You got it swapped out. And I also got to take all these weights off. We're gonna put a tank in the front here, so these weights still need to be on here. Oh, now it looks naked. I don't like it. And there's the other planter. He's filling up some hydrohume for the rear boxes. I almost got this thing completely set up. I already got my section control right here. The GPS does do it automatically, but I can do it manually. I can turn the center 8 rows or the left and right 4 rows. I can turn them off manually if I want. This switch right here is going to be my liquid for the front, the inoculant. It's supposed to, we're putting stuff in there to help the peanuts to where insects don't get towards them. And I just gotta connect that hose right there to the front tank, lead it through, connect it to the back here, and then I believe everything should be ready. All right, I think I figured it out. I think I got it right. I need a few wire nuts though, and we don't have any here at this little shop right here. So I'm gonna have to go to a different shop where I'm gonna be planting tomorrow, I believe. So I'll go over there and finish setting everything up. But I believe I think I got everything else though. But we'll we'll go over there to the shop and test fire it and see how it works. Now with the tank, looks better than with no weights. I'm filling up now just 200 gallons of this pre-fertilizer, just so that we can get this tank empty. He's almost done planting here on this field. And so I'm gonna take 200 gallons with me, that way this tank is empty and then we don't have to move anything any later. Well, I got the planter all hooked up. The pump for this front tank, it works. Hooked up the electricity to it. I was gonna put some duals on the front to add a little bit more weight to the front, to where the back end doesn't want to, or the bait doesn't want to make the front end lift up. But my cousin called. He was bringing hay bales to the dairy. So now I'm going, he said he got a flat, so I'm going here to the semi. I need to take off this front tire and bring it to him. And then tomorrow, hopefully we'll start planting. Let's go plant some peanuts. We already filled up all the inoculant in the front tank. I just need about 25 gallons more fertilizer. We actually have some peanut inoculant that's supposed to help give more peanuts, and also some imidacloprid. There's a box right there. That's supposed to help with the bugs. So that's what I'm putting in my front tank. And it's time to go plant. We didn't actually have time today morning or yesterday evening to put the duals on this tractor, but it'll be fine. If we end up having time another day, we'll do it another day. But for now, I just got to go around this field right here. We're doing, this is 4 fields right here, and we're doing the back 2. We're doing 240 acres. No, not 240 acres. It's less. It's, what is it? 180 acres is what we're doing around here. We're doing, actually I don't know, I think it might be 2 circles, but it's only going to be 120 acres for today because the pivots are not quite around yet. They're still pre-watering the fields. So today it'll probably just be 120 acres of planting, and then we'll be done for today. Gonna unfold it. And then when it's unfolded, then right there where it folds apart, I need to put a pin through there, just that way each side doesn't want to come up, that way it stays level the entire time. And then I also got to put on my chains. These chains here, the reason why we have them on here is what they'll do is they'll go from each corner of the planter to the front of the tractor, and that also helps for stability, to where it keeps the planter straight and we have nice straight rows, and it overall just does a whole lot better of a job. So this is the field that we're going to be planting today. We got our 32-row planter. No, just kidding. We just got 2 16-row planters. And we're going to be planting some peanuts. And I'm going to test fire it a little bit. Going to make sure all my units are working right. That all the liquid is coming out by every single one of them. Give it a little bit to pressure up. That one's good. That one's being a little funny. There it is. That one's good. That one's just kind of spraying off to the side. I'll have to fix that one. That one's good, good, good. That one's good. Just looks a little funny, but good, good. I think this tip might be a little close, so I'll have to open that one. And the rest look good. Ready to go. All right, we're planting. Got my uncle back there. He's checking the seed, the depth and everything. We're planting peanuts. Got my vacuum set to 15. I guess it's at 16 now, but it's 15. Looks like we're doing a good job overall. I'm going about 5 miles an hour. The liquid's working. So far everything checks out fine. Crazy how many peanuts you can burn through. I barely did, well, almost one round, and I'm already almost halfway empty. It's crazy. Well, it only took us a little bit over an hour, and we got this half of the field done, 60 acres. Well, I mean, we still got one round left right there. He's planting the last few rows over there, and then we'll move on to the next field. All loaded up and moving to the next field. Now that's what I call planting. I love it. 32 rows at a time. Looking good. Oh, really? Come on. The pivot has to be in my pass. Oh well, I'll move out of the way for it. Got around it just fine. The only thing that takes a little bit longer is when you have these listed beds where we have nice rows, then it kind of just rocks back and forth. I guess there's a little bit of other dirt right here. It's a little bumpy right now. But when you have listed beds like that, in 16 rows, it kind of rocks back and forth when you're going across the rows over it. But a little bit slower, and then it works just fine. Well, I couldn't even fill up my planter. There was only a little bit, like a handful left in the seed tender. I dumped that into my planter, and then I'll just have to keep planting until I run out of seed. Almost got one pass done, and I ran out of seed. Now I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna even out all the boxes so I can keep on going maybe just a little bit longer. There's a little bit left in here, so I'm gonna put that one in here. Alright, feels way too loud out there. But pretty much what I did is I just took the seed that was in those two boxes, the stuff that I got out of the seed tender. So I just took that little bit and then I evened it out among the rest of the boxes. And then I can go another couple feet. I just got to, I got to turn off section control, and I'm just using iTech, and I can continue planting. Don't forget to turn on my liquid. And that's as far as I could get, just till right there, and then I ran out of seed again. I'm not gonna bother putting the seed from one box to another again because it's not gonna do anything, because I think I got it pretty even. But it's as far as I got. I guess I'm done with planting because we're actually out of seed, so we can't get any more seed until we have to go back into town and get more seed. So for now, this is all I can do. There's another one right there. Another one there. Looking good. And since we're done planting for today, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on these duals, since we have all the extra time now. change of plans. I'm not actually gonna put on the duals. I actually grabbed this seed tender. I'm gonna go back into town and fill it up with more seed. That's a big warehouse full of peanuts. Just left the yard. I was able to fit 7 big bags into the seed tender. That's about 14,000 pounds. Had to do a little bit of moving the seed around, and in return, the seed gave me pink pants. Yay. While I'm here, I just got the seed back over here. This is our peanut inoculant. This is what we're using to put in our on the front tanks right there. I was trying to see if I could find an open box. But anyways, it's very weird stuff. You have like a funny looking bag like that, and then a bottle, and you just got to pour that bottle in the bag, give it a good shake, and then you can use it. It's very weird. It's not like the traditional, just like the bottle, but whatever. This is what we're using. Thanks for watching, guys.